Hey, how are you? Welcome on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. I'm so happy. Welcome. In case it's your first time to be here, my name is Waridi. It's always my pleasure to have you. It's always my pleasure to welcome you to the Waridi gang. So karibu and feel at the right channel. Okay, right here it's about reviews and recommendations, tips and hacks, everything you want to know about Lamu. And on today's vlog, I'll be showing you exactly where you need to come for your coffee whenever you're in Lamu or whenever you are in Kenya. This is the first very tasty tea that you want to have. So this is the machine to grind, and we are reviewing the top 3 Kenyan coffee. So you think that Kenya do not have good quality coffee? You're lying to yourself, unless you come to Dulce, Toro Cafe, Vava. It is what you need to test. Okay, exotic juice. Okay, barista. Okay, Kenyan tea, everything you want to have as to steam up yourself, to just coffee do wonders and miracles in our bodies. So whenever you're in Lamu, just come here, come to Dulce Toro Cafe and enjoy. Okay, they have professionals, and of course they're doing something different about training the young people from this community of Lamu. So already there's a student who are already qualified, and today they're gonna graduate. Okay, today they're gonna graduate, and each and every season she'll be having Vava, who is the CEO, will be having intakes of people to come and train them and give them the knowledge, pass the knowledge. So this is not only a coffee center but also an education center. So congratulations, Vava, and it was my pleasure to have you invite to come and support this new cave in town. It is new cave in town and still yet in the heart of Lamu County at Amu Town, and serving you hot, amazing, good. Okay, this is the direction.
Roasters or coffee importers from around the world, but this is just the first step in a long journey. So today the students are graduating in brewing and barista foundation courses which are not easy. I've taken the courses myself, and I can tell you, if you're new to coffee, it's very technical. It's very coffee is a science, coffee is an art. And I know I'm really proud of my little children today. They're not little, but I'm super proud of all my children that are getting certificates today, because I remember when we were doing interviews to see who we were going to award scholarships. I mean, we interviewed quite a number of young people, and I mean, for anyone who is an employer, sometimes interviews can be really painful, because all kinds of people come in, and for us, we had to make sure that we're actually investing in people that can show up, not just for us in the future, but are confident that they can carry on these skills and utilize them. Because the scholarships themselves are, I mean, coffee courses are not cheap. We'll get to that later, because I will, put out a call for action to the community to see how we can all support the kids, and not just these kids, but eventually how we can keep this scholarship program running. So the 3 things that I mentioned I'm passionate about, I believe that if a young person is nurtured well, given a skill set, encouraged, invested in, and given some really good guidance in life, they can go somewhere. And if we all encourage young people's dreams, this young people that we see in this community, they can do amazing things. So as a business person, I saw an opportunity, and I decided, why not invest in a community where I see people coming from all over the world. And every time I sit out at Peponi, sometimes the question begs, what do you do for a living? I say coffee. And unfortunately, the conversation doesn't end there. It's like, okay, how do you make this coffee? How do you grind it? Like, can I get a bag of coffee? So many years in planning, I finally came across this sport that we're sitting in today. And I never thought that I would start a business in Lamu town because my first love was Shella. And, uh, and then, funny enough, found this garden. I called my really good friend Jerry the designer, as she's better known. And I picked Jerry for this project purely because, I mean, she gets, I guess, my design sense. She gets my artistic side, and it was a no-brainer. We did a video call, and she's like, "You gotta take this space. You gotta work on it." A lot of buildings in Lamu, as you've seen, especially say Lamu town, are like old. Some are, you know, really old buildings that are not, they're not well taken care of. So it was a really, big task that we took upon ourselves. And I hope you guys have all taken a chance to walk through that space, because a couple of months ago it was not looking that way, and we've transformed it. And so I'm proud of working with a great team, because where we've gotten here today has not just been my work alone. It's been the work of a few good people, and people who truly believe in my dream. So I'm really grateful in everyone who supported me, who's given scholarships to the students. And a lot of that has been done by people who truly believe that young people should be supported, that there's an opportunity here in Lamu Town to build skills, especially in the F&B industry. And Lamu Town deserves good coffee. We deserve to drink a good cup of coffee every day. I mean, life is too short to drink terrible coffee. Life is too short to drink Nescafe. Life is too short to just not drink good Kenyan coffee. So, with the drive to make sure that you all get a good coffee offering every single day you wake up, there's the aspect that we are an educational cafe space. So when you come here, please do not be afraid to ask a question. I know that when you look at the menus, there's maybe some jargon or some words you may not understand. We're an educational space. We're here to train, we're here to educate, because we understand, in as much as we are in Kenya, which is a country that produces some of the best coffee in the world, we don't drink our own coffee. A lot of it is exported, but today I can tell you you're drinking export quality coffee, which has been carefully sourced by myself. I am a Q grader by profession, which is basically means I'm a coffee sommelier. For people who understand wine, I am a coffee sommelier. I source really carefully. I do a lot of trips to coffee farms. And there's three coffees we are highlighting in our menu this season, which are two coffees, one from a women co-op in Nandi, which is the Rift Valley, another coffee from Murang'a County, which is from my good friends, Dear Farm, Helen, and another coffee from Central Kenya, which is our house blend. That said, I know that could be overwhelming for a lot of people, but I mean, I'm so passionate about coffee that I feel that I need to pass on the knowledge, like, I mean, especially for people who care to listen. But most importantly, as people that live in Kenya, I feel it is important to celebrate the beautiful things about Kenya. Lamu being the paradise that it is important that we also showcase the best of Kenya. The best of Kenya service, the best of Kenyan food and drinks. Of course, I am biased to coffee. We shall have some phenomenal teas also, carefully sourced. But ideally, the core of this cafe is to bring the community together. We want to create a space where everyone feels comfortable to come, hang out, have a drink, enjoy the art in the space, learn something, and if you can give something back, please do. We also take smiles. We're not just asking for, we take smiles, we take, appreciation and all of that. So let me ask Angela, is this the main speech or is this? No, no, no. I have another part that I need to talk about, like the program, the certificate. Okay. had to ask the MC. I don't want to eat into her time. So that sort of gives an idea of, is the mic working? Okay. All right. Thanks. So that sort of gives an idea of like where we've come from and what the vision has been. I want to talk about the certificates that the students are receiving today. I know when I started this, I'm one of those people that if you have an idea, take it, run with it, as long as you're confident enough that you have the bandwidth in case anything goes wrong. So the students receiving the certificates today, the reason I'm super proud of these kids is the courses, first of all, are tough. Even for me, when I was taking the same courses, there's a high chance of failure, but they took the risk and they toughed it out. We carried out the courses this time around over a 2-month period simply because, one, there was renovations in the space, the equipment was not fully set up, but also because a lot of the students are also new to coffee. These are kids who perhaps had a passion for coffee, they had seen it, but they had never experienced it. The way we've structured our program is that I work collaboratively with other teachers in the coffee industry who are certified to actually certify the students. And so you've seen, oftentimes you'll see me, hanging out with another coffee person from another place. They're probably here to assist us with the training so that the kids can get the certification. But there's three tiers to the courses. So they've certified in the foundation courses, they're going to move to the intermediate course. So the next exams they sit are in November, where they do the intermediate courses, and then through the cafe they need a bit of experience, and then they'll sit professional courses in about 8 months. There's about 8 categories of the courses, so we're giving them a choice to select their areas of interest. Is it brewing? Is it barista? Is it sensory? Is it green coffee? Because coffee is super diverse. And helping them walk on the journey, and also in all of that, of course, we're getting a lot of help from other coffee people from around the world who are supporting the program. So really cheer on these kids when they come on stage, because they work their asses off. And and parents, be very proud and please encourage them. Do encourage your young people. And over time, because we can currently just take a maximum of 5 students. That is the capacity we have at the moment. We hope to expand maybe to other locations and grow the program. Yes, and yeah, I think that's it. Other than that, enjoy your coffee. Glad to see you today, and I think that's it for me from now. Asante sana.
Okay. Myself personally, I met Vava almost 7 years ago. She's been coming to Lamu oftenly, so she's a good friend of mine. And before, hi everybody. I think we must be really proud to have a new cafe in Lamu town, and I hope we all join them and support them, because I think there are not a lot of venues that are so greatly, they're decorated, which brings something new to town. So Vava, great work coming to Lamu, because a lot of things are happening in Shella, and I'm so happy you started it here in Lamu town. So thank you so much. Is to tell Vava, you've been coming here like a tourist, you've been coming here like a visiting. So it's a good sign that you have decided to fall in love with Lamu, bring such an initiative, which is going to bring a lot of change, especially in Lamu town. We are all very happy. That's why you can see all the LTA group we are here, because we want to remarket Lamu town. As you're all aware that Lamu town has been on a filthy situation. Most of the tourists have been moving to Shella. You're all aware that the Lamu streets have been on a very bad state. But we are back to our feet to uplift Lamu town. Because I grew up from this town, especially from around these streets. And Lamu town is the one which brought Shella. So when I was young, Shella was just a small village. And from Lamu town, the historical sites, the Swahili culture, and everything, the donkeys, the buildings. That's why all the tourists come to Lamu. They don't come to Lamu just to stay in beautiful houses in Shella. They come to Lamu because of the history about Lamu, the Lamu fort, the buildings and everything. So it's up to a mandate as LTA to market Lamu back. We are going to work together with the county government. We are going to beautify the streets. We are going to promote Lamu town. We want each and every visitor, like before, they used to fly to Lamu, they used to stay in Lamu, they used to stay in Manda, they used to stay in Shela, but at least there is a Lamu tour for each and every visitor visiting Lamu. So I would like to encourage you, and I would like to be like, I'm promising myself, and I'm promising you that I'll be by your side. I'll make sure this is like a meeting spot for people, like the second meeting spot for people in Lamu. We're gonna bring people from Shela. We're gonna do events here. We're gonna do market on this field, different markets for coffee, showcase Lamu, and we're gonna bring Lamu back, Lamu town back to action. So bear with me, and I'm going to be behind your backs, and I'm going to promote this ground to be a very, very, very active ground. So be prepared for that. Asanteni sana.
Love what I'm hearing. Madam Frida there, taking charge. There's a Lamu Cultural Festival coming up. I know Dulce Toro Cafe will be doing a pop-up for sure. So make sure you hang around with the LTA members and actually get some serious details on how we can move Lamu forward. Now we're going to get to the point where our graduating students are going to receive their certification. I'd like to invite Vava to come up and help give away the certificates. Before Madam Frida sits down, I'd also like to invite her to come. My boss, Mr. Bush, you will give away the next one. And we'll also have my darling, she's the money lady. She needs to be coming up here to give away a certificate too. So we're going to start with the first student who graduated in barista
Island. I think you should be in the Guinness of Records. You've made history in this island. You are sitting in the heart of the Lamu heritage site. This is the heart. It goes back to 700 years. Nobody has been in Lamu to educate, to train, to teach our young people. Apart from you, Baba, I want to say thank you. I stand here also on behalf of the Lamu people. I believe I have the mandate. I used to be the Secretary General of the Supkem and the Imams of this region. So I believe I have the shoes for that. I think, Vava, you are an asset to our community. I think you should clap for her again. What my vice chair lady has said, Frida, will support you, Vava. We will. On the 24th of November, we're going to have the Lamu Cultural Festival again. It's going to be huge. It's going to be very big. And I believe, Vava, I'm going to make sure we would invite you to our sitting committee and the board so that you could contribute towards the best of this community. In the year 2000, this was the first cyber lounge where you were sitting. It goes all the way to the front. It has been divided now. But I believe in the near future, we might also give that part to her as well to enlarge the place. It will happen. No one has been in Lamu to do what Vava has done. I mean, it's quite encouraging. It is giving hope to the dead hearts and the minds. Today, I can congratulate Vava again because I made this garden. It started from there. It went all the way to the front. In the year 2000, we had about 30 American students who would come here in this garden with laptops, music, finger foods. Maybe Sutton, you remember Sutton, don't you? Satan here is also a legend because Satan, we come from far away. I left Lamu to go to Oman, and I was to go to Oman for only 3 weeks. So I handed over this place to my family, to my relatives to run it. But instead of being in Oman for 3 weeks, I stayed for 6 months. When I returned, this garden was gone. It was very painful for me. Whenever I passed by the old town, I used to see, I saw this fountain which I built. I made a small jacuzzi for me because I'm a short man. I made it right there. So whenever I used to pass by the old town and I would see the garden is dying, everything went down the drain, it was very painful. I never knew somebody by the name of Vava would come to Lamu and bring it back to life. Asante sana Vava. I appreciate it. We are going to receive a delegation from the European Union with the governor, and the Omani government would sit with the governor and the people of Lamu to revive the heritage city, Vava. The plan is there to put all the drainage system underground. So keep doing, Vava. Don't get discouraged. And as Frida said, LTA would support your project. Asante sana. Get prepared for the festival. We will definitely, I would sit with Frida and Suzanne. We have one who is not here. Her name is Tiffany. She'll be here. And we are going to put your place into a program so that in the program, it talks about your place. And we will make sure we bring the ambassadors, the dignitaries to your place to support you. Asante sana, Baba. Thank you for the contribution to our community. This is wonderful. I was very proud of you when I saw you giving certificates to the people from Lamu. We never had it before. So, nataka kumshukuru na siwezi kuongea Kiingereza peke yake, ni lazima vile vile nizungumze na Kikwetu pia, na kama mnajua Kiamu au Kilamu, ni moyo mkunjufu sana wa kuweza kumpa kongole na kwa ndaramwe na kwa shangwe Mama Vava kwa kuwa amekuja kwetu na kuweza kuleta rasilimali zake na kuweza kufundisha watoto wetu. Ni jambo kubwa ambalo sisi sote tunashukuru kwa moyo mkunjufu, Mama Vava. So kwa hivyo nataka nikushukuru.
Coming in all the way from Nairobi. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? The one, the only, the man with a voice that will make you want to cry. Brian Sigu, please.
kora neno biro nyanga kukela nyanga etem kuneno oganda ulona leona ni maluongo Io nyithindo un parahuti moruna deo Bakbiro Che l'urdo che dala Ugo io azzi lo andare Dimana wacho na uori Wadiane ya Bakbiro Che l'urdo che dala Numa uinja Bakbiro Che l'urdo che dala Salama, numa na pendi kama Numami, numa tiri wale mitari Ay Ukalam, ukaneno Numa levi kama mi mukanyara kumala Okna neno Thank you. Asante sana.
signed autograph. They are going to remain in our gallery of art because we plan on showcasing a lot of Lamu artists, a lot of people doing some amazing artwork. I'd love him to sign all the art so that we can. Okay, let me bring the mic. Come closer to me.
What I love about working with Ziggy and this work is...
No, you cannot be one of... What's wrong with you, Robert? Okay, can you guess where the space is? Okay, now we're photographable, and we love Ziggy because he found this space for us, and we're so grateful. We feel this is going to be a Lamu tourist hotspot where everybody will come under the stairs in our little coffee nook and take a picture and hashtag
La Dulce Toro Lamu. Hashtag coffee. Hashtag Vava coffee. Hashtag Lamu.
Hashtag. Thank you.
I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the direction towards the La Dulce Toro Cafe. Come experience the world best coffee. Now introducing to you Kwetu in Africa, improving lives through tourism. Check them out on all socials and follow them. Oh yes, definitely. The future of tourism lies in Kwetu in Africa. Okay, how about if I just requested you one more thing? Just make someone laugh today, okay? Just make someone smile today. Be kind, okay? Now stay tuned on Waridi TV until tomorrow. See you again. Mwah.